Really great to be here. Thanks, Izzy and Joe. Really great incentive. We were talking about this offline, and I think kudos to you guys getting this started and getting the word out there to a lot of the audience. So happy to be on board.
Thank you.
Thanks, Keith. Brother, again, can you tell us a little bit about your background, where you grew up, went to school?
Yeah, so my story originates back in Port Moresby in PNG. So my dad, originally from Samoa, studying medicine, and I think because a lot of the islands are so small, they sort of divvy up depending on what your studies are.
It could go one way, could go a negative way, or could go a positive way. I think you've used it in a very positive way. And do you think sport had to do with that, like that part of that toughness, that mental toughness?
Yeah, I think initially sports gave me that avenue to make friends for sure, right? So a lot of my best friends, like I've known Izzy since I was probably 12 or 13, and I think that's you bond very quickly over sport, and there's that commonality, and you use that as an opportunity to make friends in the neighbourhood, make friends across a region, I suppose, from Blacktown to Penrith, and you see common faces. But it definitely helped me adapt at an early age to Australian culture and find myself.
You grew up in PNG, right? So PNG till 92.
Yeah, so I was born in 86, so we moved over when I was 7.
Yeah.
I did go back to Papua New Guinea a lot. My father was still there. So my mum came over a bit of a different circumstance. Like we sort of like to think we came for opportunity, and also Papua New Guinea was getting quite unsafe.
Yes.
But I very commonly after that went back to see my grandfather, or my bubu, which we call in Papua New Guinea, and also my dad. My dad was in Port Moresby. He lived in different places of Papua New Guinea, Goroka, Mount Hagen.
Yeah.
So got exposed to a lot of different places in Papua New Guinea, and PNG is an interesting place. It's very tribal, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of languages, and it's a place where when we're younger, you don't sort of associate or call yourself, I suppose, PNG when you're there.
Yeah.
It's generally, that person is from Hanobata, that person's from Hagen, that person's from Kundiawa, and it's very tribal and different. You could literally go from Blacktown to Parramatta and you wouldn't understand what they're talking about.
Yeah, do you guys
different languages?
Yeah, proper different languages, man. Yeah. So on the coast, they speak more to, in the mountains, they speak Pidgin, and they sort of in English as well. But then if you go, they will speak their own sort of local dialect, or sometimes completely different language, right? So it's a very interesting place to grow up in.
A lot of natural resources there, right? And there's a lot of international sort of interference, in the politics and all the rest of it.